All right. Well, I'm playing Orwell. Now that we know the sound works. God dang it. What was the email? Okay, so we agreed to these terms, correct? I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. And while working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. I agree. Registration is now complete. Logging in. No records found on those people. Observing Freedom Plaza. No record, but this lady has a police record. Was it that lady, you think? No one else had a record except for that lady. Episode 1. You're online, good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances. Selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from the footage, there has been an incident, so let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Okay, I already read that. Alright. The National Beholder, my favorite newspaper. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown persons file once you're done. The leading newspaper of the nation. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities received strange letter. Negotiations in Trifilth failed. Trifilth Pargesian, president, aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triflith, whatever. Blaine encourages renewal. Movie shooting completed. approximately 7 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed, 5 were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the act was an attack of terror. Police confirming the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone. Police reports also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, whatever, "The Thoughts Are Free," had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until perpetrators have been brought to justice. That'd be cool if you could click the ads. It was her. You think it was her? She was the only one with the police record. Let's read this. This might have to, maybe has something to do with us. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Parisian capital city have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Kassar abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organization of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It had been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative development regarding the political situation of the neighboring countries and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. Okay, I guess that has nothing to do with us. "50 Shades of Shadow Gray." After a lengthy shoot, proclaimed director Asumshi Iran announced that filming his eagerly awaited romantic drama has finally come to an end. Be in theaters Valentine's Day next year. It's the 3rd and final chapter of the saga. Okay, who cares? So what am I supposed to do? The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. How do I look at the record? Are you an FBI person? I think so. Or something like that. But I don't. What do I do? I can't really click anything. Oh, here we go. The highlighted elements in the records are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. We got her name, Cassandra Watergate. Arrest date June 10th, 2016. Assault on a police officer. Arresting officer Duncan Lloyd. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protester at the origin of the assault were forcibly removed, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the group. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Take her picture. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information can only become data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest to that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can be now accessed. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. This woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago, remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist? The case that keeps the media and public guessing. Cassandra W., who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Cassandra, who is an artist by profession, has denied accusations completely and has asked her fans to show her their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacruz, I think that's how you say it, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other rioters as anti-governmental terrorists. Okay, so the incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of the demonstration. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background info on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. She's an artist. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Great, you have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine. You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going to continue this case blind. I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide info you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. So I unlocked something. Cassandra's port. And look, it's her portfolio. Cats. Okay, so this is her portfolio. I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. Finally found courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career, and put my stuff on portfolio. Below you will find a hand-picked selection of my latest work. You can browse through them by clicking the arrows left and right on the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do. Because it's freaking awesome. Leave a message on my UTEL account, the KC92, and tell me which piece you'd like. I'm gonna make fine art, print, and ship it right away to your doorstep. Besting free of charge. Do you still think it's her? No, I just think she's an artist. I don't think that's really important. She did quit her day job. I think this is important right here. Her username. Good, you found a chat handle. That will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. That beaut is me. I was never sure about the title though. The businessman's forgotten daughter, or victim of traditionalism in pink. That might be important. A Christmas present for my darling. Oh, she's in a relationship. Then we can extort him. What do you know about Cassandra? Where was she on Wednesday? This was actually meant to be a private piece. Oh, how come I can't drag this on? Just because she is an artist doesn't mean she isn't a terrorist. I don't know, Heather. I don't know anymore. I guess I can. This might be a little important that she quit her day job. I don't think this is that important. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. Alright, so we got the listener from her username. It looks like a chat log, maybe. Hey, you. Hey, Jossie. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. Who's this unknown person? I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now? She stole a credit card of an unknown person? God damn it, get away. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-round badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of my favorite clients. Actually, yes, this is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I guess I better pick up a shitload of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Well, we should be able to track the credit card of this Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No really need to thank me, Mr. Langley. Oh, he just did it right there. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted to the relevant profiles. Whatever, I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents. Is this fool gonna say something about everything I drag? Watergate, Pharma and entrepreneurs, does that ring a bell? I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Ugh. Maybe. Gotta go now. Text you later. Joseph Langley. Hold on. Well, I guess it doesn't say the name on here. I thought I was gonna be like, ooh, she's cheating on her husband. This is him, Joseph. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. God damn it. Orwell informs that you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the data of two data chunks are at odds with one another, they will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one data chunk containing conflicts, the other will become invalid immediately. I highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision, once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Okay, let's read about this lawyer. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Investigation into the malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. There he is, Mr. Joseph Langley. I hate him already. Look at his stupid glasses and that stupid smile. The case has been at the center of media attention for the last month, has finally come to an end. Cassandra was acquitted of the alleged assault against the police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph, pictured above, welcomed this outcome. At no point was there ever been any valid evidence of that my client was guilty. At no point at all. That revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tides of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victims expressed their disappointment on hearing the results of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into the hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. Playing Orwell? So she's rich. They could have influenced. Alright, let's check this out. So there was a lack of evidence. Parents resolved to illegal means to close the target person's criminal case. Ugh. Now, this is a severe accusation. Based on this, we could take action against her parents if we had their names. Oh, snap. How do we get their names? Oh, right here. They're the owners of the Watergate Pharmaceuticals Company. Oh, this is their website. Mood elevating medication. Antidepressants, arthritic joint pain, painkiller that dissolves in water. Let's see the company. The company has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate's Pharmaceutical is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine. Ooh. Bruno. It's right there. How come I can't? Bruno, grandson of our founder Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in family business, Mr. Watergate is also the founder of the Central Pharmacy Congress and head of charity foundation Children's of Parges. Oh, there she is. Think she's the suspect for real? Yeah, so to catch you up, Tyler, someone bombed, like Heather said, Freedom Center. And the only thing we have on her is that she attacked a police officer. And that her parents are these rich pharmaceutical owners. And they might have paid off, I guess, the court. Like, there she is, carrying the family tradition to the next generation. Alice and Bruno's daughter, Cassandra, will soon be joining the executive ranks. But we know that she didn't. Because then she quit and become an artist. Her hair is brown here. And like every artist, they have to have different colored hair. Junior COO. Appointed to be COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably by one of her parents. Being an artist and junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? There we go. There's her parents' name. Palm in the pussy. Ah, now I see. Keeping it a family affair. Now we know her parents. We can begin investigating the corruption allegations. Good work. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look. crime rates continue to drop. The crew gave a press conference early this morning. On Thursday, the Ministry of Security published a new crime statistic. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offenses has decreased by 4.8 in comparison to last year. The crime rates have continuously declined over the past several years as a result of the implementation of the safety bill. Appear very pleased by the numbers and declared outstanding results of successful safety policy. When confronted with the recent assault in Bonton, she once again admitted the ambitious goal of the government have not yet been accomplished. She further mentioned that activities are currently being established, which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents. Look at this. To infect in 2012. The terrorist incident of 2008 was a terrible consequence of the premature retreat of our troops from Parges, a region torn by civil unrest for years, by the order of previous government. To fix our predecessors' mistakes, the party, when elected in 2009, immediately made preparations to send highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. After the Parges peacekeeping mission had been signed in 2011, our troops were sent off to neighboring countries to perform tasks, including distribution of aid packages containing food, hygiene products to impoverished population, rebuilding infrastructures, particularly hospitals and schools, upholding the law, training local police. We have been able to reduce the number of stationed forces while leaving the overall goals of peacekeeping missions intact. Huh. This is what the COO does, Chief Operating Officer. We are urgently looking for a COO to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. I'm about to apply. Or maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Okay, I just clicked once, so that skipped everything. Currently, I am thinking of that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Let's find out what happened in these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? It was her husband. This is her timeline. I guess it's like a Facebook, it looks like. Birthday, September. I'll take that. 13, 1992. Place of residence, not available. Activism, more like terrorism. Art, music, activism. What a lineup. First day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. What? Who's gonna pay for your stuff now? Mommy and daddy won't like this. Listen, Jake, I'm not a daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money. More than enough to pay my bills. Ooh, look at this. Despite puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There is nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are my personal wishes from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. What the fuck? What is the matter? That doesn't sound like you. Who is this? Can we click on hers? How do you know her? You gotta get out from time to time. Mary, shut your freaking mouth. I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? Oh yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend. Oh, it's her best friend. No matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Ooh. Look at this. On August 22nd, 2016, she's in a relationship with her lawyer. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed. Wait, what? The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed of this shit. But surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the clicks count go boom, doesn't it? At least you're redeemed now. Wanna go blow off some steam together? Late night shopping tour? Not today, I have a date this evening. Ooh. Congratulations, you're my heroine in both heroic and the joke way. 1,000 cams on Plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and mislead the people into believing false promises. July 6th, 2016. I don't know, Heather. I mean, like this guy said, there was a lot of cameras there. There's no evidence. She had it. Gave her hair a little makeover. Cause he's going punk. Oh look, Harris O'Donnell. That's the spirit, kiddo. I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. Okay. So first, I feel like this very dangerous. Well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. Oh no, this is going forward in time. This is back in time. I guess they used to be friends. It doesn't seem like they're friends now. Oh, okay, so this goes upwards. So she joins this fool's activist group. This guy does heroin, apparently. And then she gets brainwashed by this Harrison, who then tells her to plant the bomb at the freaking plaza. and kills however many people were killed and injured 5 or whatever. That's it. That's it. Case closed. Okay. Let's put this. I think that's pretty important too. If I was a lawyer and my girlfriend was online, I'd do other stuff too to get her off the line too. Mary. Let's investigate Mary. How sad. Is that everything? Oh, here we go. Oh no, wait, that's what we already know that. An activist group. Is there anything more specific? Who is this Catharsis? An alias name. You know, people on the web, so many names, so many identities. It's always good to recover every alias. Then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. You think it's looking bad for Cassandra Watergate? Why'd you do it? That's what I wanted. I wonder if I can do that. Oh, we have another chat log, I think. Ooh, from the snake in the grass, Joseph. Hey, did you hear about Freedom Town Plumbing Plaza? Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories. And now I was just there moments before this happened. Oh, I should have never gone to that damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me into thought. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you would never have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would have never met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in the newspaper at all. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure? Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? Oh, shit. We did that. We blocked the card. Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, then there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then. Oh, what? Okay, here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule, and I can't postpone it. You gotta be kidding me! I'm so sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Oh, she's even mistyping stuff. Please calm down. Have you taken your meth, Oren? Yes, damn it! Is that the only thing that matters to you? That I'm on my fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please. So I can keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging? This is a pretty intense chat log. If I don't show up to this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Don't you understand? I totally understand. Don't risk losing that very important client of yours. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Ooh. The fucking burn. She's taking meth. So, look, you see? So she was there because she has to catch a bus every day now. Okay. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could be a coincidence after all. I'll reserve my thoughts, though. Okay. I was so happy when the Goldfelds accepted me into thought. Who are these people? I don't feel like we know them. Oh, that's the activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfelds? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. So you're not a terrorist. Damn it, I can't use your credit card. I have an appointment. You always have an appointment. She's on Metherin, which I guess is an antidepressant. What's this Metherin? Can you look that up for me, please? And then the rest is just them bickering. I'm going home. Okay. We don't know anything about this group, though. Alright, Metherin right here. Products. Yeah, antidepressant. I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she is relying on this medication. Looking at what you have extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to the law enforcement. Oh snap. I just got an achievement. Torture myself with whimsies. That doesn't really tell us anything though. The party. I already read this. No, this is the group here. George Orwell. Wasn't he the guy that wrote that book? 1989 or whatever the fuck it was. Welcome to the Thought blog. Pick an entry below. Let's go 1 through 9, I guess. Oh. That's forbidden. Due to privacy setting on this blog, archived articles are only available from direct links, not from the front page. Ask an admin to the blog to provide you with a direct link. I guess I can't. I guess maybe I can only click 9. Yeah, I guess I can only click 9. Ooh, look at this. It's cams everywhere, even at Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is it more than just a little bit, I don't know, ironic? You probably all know me as that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the investigation against me. That was because in the middle of chaos, someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. One would would assume that in an age where there are cams everywhere, it should be easy to prove whether I was at all involved. But I wasn't. It took weeks of investigative custody to figure out that the cam footage was actually not clearly showing anything at all, which raises the questions, why are there so many cams in the first place? The answer is intimidation only. You keep calm, quiet, and careful when there are cameras around, or you fear that there are cameras where you cannot see. When founding this blog years ago, Abraham predicted pretty much this for all of the web, and now it's in our real lives too. We have been brought to Freedom Memorial since we were kids. We were told the lavish tales about the founders of the nation, told to show national pride, and I know what you're thinking. This is damn ugly. What is that donut even? The let freedom ring. But what statement behind the ridiculously enormous heaps of stones should be cleared? In the middle of Capitol, there is a symbol of freedom. Comprehensive symbolism for everyone, isn't it? Oh, look, this is Goldfells. Oh, look, and there's this song. That was a song that was sent to the police. Got you now, Goldfells. How come I can't? I'm pretty sure this is more important than that one girl. Oh, god damn it. This fucking Cassandra. She's been against violence, it says. Oh no, how do I go back? Oh, is this new? Finally, someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Oh, That's right. So she's against it, but clearly here, she's all for it. You're going down. Alright, what we found so far is all good, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Juliet? Who's this Juliet? Is that our friend? Oh, it's because of what happened. I see you heard that officer to save me, and you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. Julia, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it? Oh shit! Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him? And this is why you really shouldn't, you should remove this post. I feel like an asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh! Dun dun dun! She admitted it. We got her! Right there! You're gonna be put away for a long time, Cassandra. She openly admitted to such a violent act. This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. Very good work. The intervention team is already on its way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. Oh, hold on. Here's another one. Oh, somebody's at the door. How was your boyfriend? You're still together? You haven't been talking about him at all much lately? Well, not as much as before. Oh, God. Oh. I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did good job in any case. Oh, she just got arrested right then and there. Although we have no proof she's involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she will probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she's now in custody. Very good work. I'm curious about this thought group though. Whether they... Oh God! Take a look at the nose. It's dead after second explosion. I'm chasing after the wrong person. I lost sight of the main fucking thing. The main case was a fucking explosion. That is horrible. 2 dead. Similar approach. Same letter found. So these assaults are connected. And if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate was already in custody, so that puts her out of the picture. This complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button on the top right of the desktop to try and get some sleep. What's up, TBJZ? So look, another explosion after we just arrested Cassandra. Cassandra has nothing to do with the bombing, I don't think. But we did find evidence of her killing that policeman with a freaking brick. He had 2 kids. Oh, this is at a university campus now. An explosion occurred at the Bonton University. According to latest reports, at least 2 people were killed, with a further 3 injured. The area was evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statements, the city administration office of Bonton received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to the detonation, which again contained the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song, "The Thoughts Are Free." exactly like the letter received before the assault on the Freedom Plaza yesterday. We will inform you about any developments on this event as soon as further details are available. Yes, I already read it. I mean, we have this fool. Where is it? This guy. Goldfells. What? This browser thing is so weird. Thoughts are free, who can guess them? They fly by like nocturnal shadows. No man can know them, no hunter can shoot them. With powder and lead, thoughts are free. That there are no borders for thoughts and no rules for what is, or what is not allowed to be thought. This was not because I thought people should be so tolerant. Instead, I simply held it dear that nobody except for our lives really knows what is going on in our heads until we choose to reveal it. Yesterday, a question crossed my mind. The increasing interconnectedness of human via modern technology serves more and more as a collective memory and brain of our society, and there is an institution that is capable of monitoring every bit stream of it. How can thoughts still be free? It's not likely that we will communicate only under great mental reservations to hold onto our knowledge. Hmm. Who's this guest? It's first follower. Maybe that's just a bot. Okay. Based on the data you submitted, we have learned the following. Cassandra Watergate has been criminally charged with the injury of a police officer at a past protest at Freedom Plaza. She's an artist. The former criminal case may have been closed due to illegal interventions by her parents. She's in a relationship with a lawyer. She seems to have gone radical change after she joined the Thought Group. Collected data shows a potentially dangerous personality. More thorough investigation by law enforcement is suggested. She admitted to injuring the police officer. An arrest has been made.